All right, good morning everyone. Welcome back to decode Traders Hub, and now we are here ready. We are ready for another session. All right, so your boy Dan, I'm here at decode Traders. I don't know how your morning has been, but mine is better. All right, so looking at our usual assets, you know how we do this. We normally start with crash 500, and we don't want to waste any more time because we are already 10 minutes past our normal time, around 7 minutes past our normal time. So let's head over to crash 500 and look at our entries. We last traded Friday. That's when I last entered that market. So lately we've not been trading it that much. We had a breakout there, so it insisted to continue. So once we had that breakout there, oh, this is crash 500. That's crash 500 there for us. So now we can clearly see that a crash 500 is out of that falling wedge, and that clearly tells us one thing, that we are now heading to that level. We have grabbed the liquidity that was needed to take us all the way up there to that order block. So Now that we know that, we can clearly delete all this. Now we haven't gotten a retest yet on daily, but we got a retest on H4 there. I'm not sure if it is enough. Sometimes it is enough, but looking at H4 and looking at what I have on daily, on CCI, somehow it tells me we may retest two cells somehow. This momentum, this structure on CCI tells me we may get into cells very soon. And on H1, I'm clearly seeing some cells. I want to mark my level there, which may actually trigger me to make a decision if it is broken. So I want to just mark it there, and then I just do this. That is my resistance level on H1 there. And now that I have that, then I can now wait and see if it's going to give us a triple top there. And now heading to M15, I'll be waiting for the same here. So sales are somehow confirmed on crash 500, but entry can only be when price breaks that level there. When price breaks that level, then we will be looking for sales. Alright, I think that's it on crash 500. We don't have much to say about it now that it has broken out of that falling wedge. Alright. Just a minute here. Alright. Just a minute. Alright, so yes, so that's what we can talk about that. That's what we can talk about crash 500. So the sales are on only when they break that level. So now that leads me now to head over to Boom 1000, unless if I have some comments coming from you guys. Welcome Rachel, welcome on the live stream. So now let's head over to Boom 1000. We are currently looking at we were looking at sales yesterday. We actually, some made money, some made a loss, but everyone who had entered on where I told them and followed what we said, you would have made this money, I believe, because our entry was around this area or this area. Okay, let me check. We have history. First entry was here. So it first went up there. People feared because our stop loss was very tight there. That's where I had put my stop loss, those who remember. So it came almost to take us out, and then later on went down. So I made my other entry there when I realized we had that there. So I made another entry. We made money like that yesterday, so I had to close everything because I had seen it was consolidating after getting back into profits. So I don't know if anyone made money yesterday, but yeah, as for me, That's how I made money yesterday. So right now we can check out why how it has been consolidating. So yesterday it was giving us some sort of a descending triangle, but then the structure changed. That is how the structure changed. Now we can see that that was what. In fact, I can even try to change that. Yeah, so this is some sort of a channel. This is a sort of a channel. This can only tell you one thing, that this previous trend, which is a sell, will continue later on. But what we see there may be just a manipulation. Those who remember, we talked about that, the manipulation of the market. So maybe just a manipulation to take people's money. So I wouldn't follow the buy there for now until I have a confirmation. But why am I not anticipating for buys is because of what we see on the H4 time frame and on the daily. We still have some momentum to sell, although we can see we broke structure on daily time frame. But that's why we are seeing a buy, but we cannot continue to buy until we have a retest. And if that retest makes the weekly candle to close down below that level, it means we don't have a break of structure on the weekly. That means sales will come down, so meaning even the daily will be following what we'll be seeing on the weekly for the rest of the other days in that very week, which will be next week. So for now we know what we can see only. I don't know if you can see that. This is the weekly candle that broke out of the previous high. So that was a break of structure, but this week hasn't closed, so we may see the candle close below that level, and that will only tell us that we never had a break of structure on the weekly, which will even reverse things on the daily. It will be like a fake breakout, that the retracement went back inside and continued, because there is a lot of liquidity left behind to grab. There's this liquidity, there's that liquidity on that order block. There's a lot. So that's why price will be coming back to mitigate all those liquidity levels. Yes, so for now we can delete all these, are not necessary anymore. No longer necessary. Now we head over to H4. After seeing H4, we can delete that. After seeing H4, we know that on H1 we have a break of structure, but a breakout on that channel, but on H4 we haven't seen any breakout. This candle of H4 is going to close at 11 exactly, and we'll be seeing a new candle starting. So if the new candle goes right back inside the channel, you can even enter your sells, because that would be a confirmed entry to continue the sales. Yeah, you can even enter immediately when price comes back inside this channel there. And that's how market was going all the way, was moving yesterday. Those who were with us, we somehow got some entries that were not that much, but we made some money, and some feared it, and some couldn't actually enter it at all. Yes, so now for me, I'll be waiting for this. Is the move I'm actually waiting for. I'm not seeing any buys to continue for now. I'm not seeing the momentum to push that. This momentum here, this consolidation in the channel is clearly not for buys. For me it is for sales because of the previous trend here, which was a sell. This trend here that led us into the consolidation, and because we have a channel, most of the we know that channels, they signify continuation of the previous trend. So I will be looking for something like that when price breaks out, and that will be my TP, my first TP level there, and that of course is directed to that order block on H1. That's where the first TP will be if I have that breakout there, if this price moves back inside that channel. All right, I want to submit the Boom 1000 analysis from there, and then go ahead and look for something else and go to Boom 500. Let me see if I have a question. Not really. Good morning, Patrick. Thanks for joining. So let's head over now to Boom 500. Boom 500. So Boom 500, simple thing. So we had this as this is what we had anticipated. When we looked at it, it was sort of a flag, and this was sort of a bearish flag. But from where we see that fair value gap, but we are not getting a level to grab it at, so it faked us into giving us such a structure to think that we are going to continue selling, only to go up and grab the liquidity on our fair value gap all the way there. So what do we conclude now? Looking at daily, we are selling, so that means we can come here on H1. H1 still has some more momentum of buys, and of course, looking at what I'm seeing here, on this level here, it's not yet 50% of that fair value gap. So that means we could wait to make our entries. Let me check how we could make our entries for sales on Boom 500. M15 showed us a double top there. M15 showed us a double top, but looking on price action on M15, that was a break of structure. So if this was a break of structure on M15 and we have a double top there, this is a low that gave us a new high there, and we never tested this low. We actually came a bit close and didn't touch it. We went all the way back here, so that can only tell us that we have to look for the retracement on this level, either here on that order block or this one here. Those are the two levels that price can come back to, and then head over according to H1, then head over to buys to give us a retest on that level there. So it's a no-go for now for any entries on a Boom 500. It's a no-go. It's a no-go until I see something else happening here, because I have a break of structure on M15. So if it reacts on this order block or on this other order block that gave us this fair value gap that was tested already, it means actually we are coming to this level. That only tells me we are coming to that level. Yes, we are coming to that level. That is the most ideal level. If it has enough momentum, it can even still come all the way here, because this order block gave us this fair value gap that was tested here too. So that fair value gap was mitigated by this candle here. So that means we have two levels. I can actually now delete this. I don't think it will come to that order block only. It has two options, this, that, and this. Then later on, all we need is the buy there. All we need is the buy to take us back on that level there. Yeah, that's what we are looking for, to test the level so that we can have clear entries for the buys on H1 and H4. Can have clear entries for the sells, I mean, on H1 and H4. So for now, those who normally love risking, let me give you a tight stop loss here. This will be my TP level. That will be what? Another one. My stop loss. I'm looking at a 1 to 2. So I'll be looking for that. A 1 to 2. Take my profits there for now. I've entered this to confirm that price is coming to that level, and it may continue to this level, but I don't want to exceed my profits from this level. So I will wait for this to happen. I will wait for this to happen. Alright, so that is boom 500. Don't make any entries for the sales here, please. Wait for the buys that take us all the way there, and then the sales that bring us down on a higher time frame. The sales that will bring us down to sales on higher time frame. Remember, here we are in 15 minutes. This is an M15 time frame, so you don't want to make a risk entry if you can't afford to do one. So you rather wait for price to reach this level or that level. Whenever it gives us a confirmation for buys, for buy entries on either level, we can make our entries to take us back up there. And then on a higher time frame on H1, we will be looking for sells when we clearly mitigate that fair value gap. That's what we will be looking at. Alright, I leave that at that, and I want to head over to V25. Do we have a question? Not really. So volatility, Vol25, 1S, Vol25 1S. I hope my sound is clear. Yes, and that is Vol25 1S. Something is weird. Went all the way there. We were looking for sales, yes, but it reached that level, still exceeded it. What was it looking for there? It was looking for this order block up here. It was looking for that order block there. Okay, so first delete these so that we can clear the chart. Okay, so now I'm clearing this. We know that we wanted sales according to what we had anticipated. and the sales have started according to H4 and H1. Daily we have a confirmed double bottom. Is it confirmed yet? I mean double top. Yeah, I think it is confirmed. 2 times, failing to continue to give us a new higher high on daily. That clearly tells us that sales are on. Now I can only enter if price okay, then the other candle has started because it is 11, so I will enter. Let me check on H1. No, this is a big asset. I can't just enter like that. Can't just enter like that. Can't just enter like that. There's still a lot going on here. So I will wait. Let me anticipate heads and shoulder there. If it does that and comes back, then we may enter when price breaks that. This will be like a neckline level, although it is slanted, but I will be looking for this. So if it happens like so and confirm a heads and shoulder, then I will be looking for that. So now I think that's it. Here it somehow went back to it to give us a heads, a right shoulder, but I don't want to just follow it right now. Today I will be disciplined. I will wait for the breakout on this very level. I'll be disciplined because this is a big asset. I don't play with it. This is a big asset. This is a big asset there. This is a big asset. I'll be looking for that. We have a fair value gap there on H4, so I'll be looking for that. Delete this now and that. All right, so I think that's it on V25 1S, and now I want to head over to V75. V75, and now let's look at, it reached our level there that we were waiting for, and now we the other candle has started. Wow, so we can delete all this. The other candle has started. I don't know if anyone made that entry when we analyzed there, because that was a clean entry, a clean move there. So let's look at daily. We've gone back to that support. We've gone back to that support level there on the daily. We've gone back to that support on the daily. So something comes off like this on the daily, just like that. That is something I'm seeing. Which now becomes a descending triangle. and a descending triangle. A descending triangle may signify continuation of this previous trend, and sometimes it can give us a breakout on this other side because we know it as a bilateral pattern. So if that's the case, wait for the breakout. If that's the case, we wait for the breakout here. This is where we have our support trend line down below there. So somehow it has started to break it. It has started to break that level, which changes everything that we have been analyzing up there. So H4, we now delete that. So if the retest candle of H4 goes back inside, we will still be looking for buys to take us up there, just like so, and then again come down until we have a breakout on either side. I'm saying on either side because now a descending triangle, you can't stick to one side because of how it is confusing where it is currently. We can see that we are on the weekly support level, but on the weekly, according to CCI, we are supposed to be buying, yet on daily we are supposed to be selling more because we went overbought. So the most momentum on daily will be going for sales. That's the most big bias. I mean, the bias is focused on sales according to daily, even though we can see we're supposed to buy on the weekly. So that's what we'll be looking for. If it happens, if this H4 retest candle doesn't go back inside, then we'll be looking for sales to continue. But looking at this move here, it was so uninterrupted. It was very clear, no interruptions by the buyers. It came all the way. These are how many? This is H4. These are H4 candles. Look at those candles. The interruption is only on H1, but anyone who made an entry where we had talked about, that was our level there, then you made a lot of money on this asset here, V75 there. And right now we can clearly see it is trying to continue into sales. So we wait. I have no entry for it until I see a pullback, a retest, then an entry will be following for the sales. But if it goes back inside, like I've said, if it goes back inside, then I will be looking for buys. I will be looking for buys. Just those are my two ways of entering this asset for now. So I have no say. I don't have any entry now. I choose to move ahead to another asset. Yes, that will be V50, and we head to that too. So V50 daily. Let's go back to daily. We know, oh, don't tell me we are done retesting. Wow. We are done retesting. Yeah, that's for sure. It has stopped at that order block here. So we may be done with retesting, and we may be heading over to buys. And actually we are heading over to buys because now this confirms this here. This confirms that that's a breaker block there. That's a breaker block. So we can now anticipate a pullback to retest the breaker block and then make our entries for buys again. because this move has already been taken. This was the move there after the retest to come and get to that level. So it is done, and we can now start to look for. You can enter actually sales when this move is done, and according to H1 it is done, and H4. So we'll be looking. Wait a minute. Is that order block? Is that fair value gap there? Is that fair value gap? So not yet. The sales are not confirmed yet, even though we can see they are confirmed on M15, but they are not confirmed on H1 and H4. So I will not make my entries. Until they are confirmed on H4, because most of the times I'm looking for some trade that I can swing for like 5 or 8 hours. That's what I'm mostly always looking for. So if it gives me that, that's what I look for. But if I was to scalp, this is a clear double, that's a clear M formation there on M15. So that can only tell me that I need to wait for the breakout there. And of course, if I go to M5, I'll see that that's a clear M formation. And if I'm scalping, I'll be looking for this kind of profit. Just here. So I'll be taking my profits here. That's where I'll be looking at to take my profits if I'm scalping. So the scalpers, you want to make an entry when the breakout happens there, but I don't advise it. For now. I'll rather wait for H4 to confirm the selling. Let's head over to Jump 25. These markets today are all not that good. Jump 25. So Jump 25, we were selling. Now we reached the support level there, and I think we can. This is a weekly, a daily. That's our daily order block. Weekly. Let's look at weekly. Breakout structure there. The structure here hasn't come back yet, so we may be done by retesting, and we may be continuing because we had some kind of breakout structure there. Wasn't much. Looking at weekly, I first delete these arrows. I'm not interfering my reading here. Let's head over to weekly. Do this. Yeah, we may be still having some sales. Yeah, sales are still on. So if the sales are still on, we can only anticipate this to be just a pullback. This can only be just a pullback. Delete that. No longer needed. We can also delete this. Now this can be just a pullback. Why would we call it a pullback? Let's see where we will be looking for buys. For sales, that is a level there. and not thinking it will go all the way up there, but it can, depending on the market. So get there, so that means I can look for actually buys. Let's see if we are confirmed. Not yet. On M15 I would want to enter on M15 to buy that retest. So I don't have an entry, so I will wait for it, but we know that according to H4 we'll be looking for something like that or there. So whichever it goes too fast, that's what we'll be looking for, and then we look for sells. I have my buy limit all the way down below here, waiting to be activated when price comes back again. So I'll be looking for that. Alright, that's it, I think. That's it for jump 25. Nothing else that we can look into. We have a structure, another structure. Let's go to H1 and look at what is happening. Buys there were confirmed. Break of structure, high, retest. There was a double bottom there, continued. Why did it return to this level? It's my question. It's not probably it was on M5. Let's see. M5. Yeah, it was M5 level. What reason it returned, retested on that level there? It was M5. Will be there. Alright, so clearly here we have a break of structure on M15, and the momentum there, according to the candles, the structure of the candles is very low. It's somehow low according to the structure of the candles there. So that tells us that anytime soon we will see some sales. Why we'll be looking at sales? Because we have untested order block there according to HM15 and H1 there. That is an order block there. This green doji candle, it's an order block there, and that's why we are seeing some reaction to head back to sales because of that order block and because of that on M15, I mean on H1 there. That is the order block there, and M15 will clearly show us that all that is a resistance level there. So if there is a breakout on that level, when we'll be ready to enter our buys to take us right above there on that very order block on H4, and there's also another fair value gap on top of that. So right now we wait for the breakout on M15 there, and then we can make our entries for buys to take us right above there. I think that's clear for now. Without a breakout, I don't think we'll have any entries on jump 25. This is jump 10. I entered it because I looked at that candle there, previous candle, and saw that it was a good momentum candle, selling candle. So I made my entries because I'm looking at taking my profits on this level. So that's why I had to engage into the sales on that very level. having gone to that level several times. That's the reason why I had to make my decision to make an entry. Of course, I've already applied my stop losses and TP level, so I will be, it failed to activate my buys there, my buy limits there. So for now, I'll be looking at the buy here to take me to that level there and grab my profits. If it comes against me there, it will move me out and I will not enter it again. That will be today's trading. I will not make any more entries. That's how anyone should be strict with trading. When you make a loss on an asset, you don't have to come revenging. You rather leave it and go to look at another asset, or even move out of the charts, because then your mindset will be furious, looking for revenge for the money that was taken previously. So you rather move out of the market and stay out of it and wait for another day. Sometimes you can even take a week, have a break off charts, and then sort out your mind, and emotions can come again into the charts when your mind is clear to make good decisions and to learn from your mistakes. All right, so that's it for today. I don't know if any of you guys has a question or a comment, but as you guys consider, today the market is not that good to make any entries, to make money. Only for scalpers. It's good for scalpers. Of course, with scalping, money is always there. You just get a move on M15 and capitalize on that. But for swing trading, it's not that good at all to make any entries. We haven't gotten any substantial move that we can actually capitalize on. So let's head over to recap and look at where we started from. So I'll be, as usual, you know that every Friday and Tuesday we have our BTC analysis. Yesterday we had one, so we'll be having another episode on Friday as usual for the BTC analysis. All right, so we started from crash, and we said we'll be looking for sales. This will be the only move that may be good to us if only it breaks this level. And looking at that, that means our TP level will be all the way here. What is that? That is a fair value gap on that level there. So that's where we'll be looking for our TP level if price breaks that level. And looking at M15, yeah, it's still all the same, so I'll stick to H1 and wait for something of sort. Boom 1000, we are waiting for the retest to go back inside and come here. If it fails, then it means price wants to mitigate that level again, and then later on continue to sell. Boom 500, boom 500, what we are in for the sales. What are we in for? Yes, we are in. I entered a sell there. Those who remember, I told you not to enter because this was a risky trade. But as I told you, like I told you, that I will be looking at price coming to this level. You can see that I'm in profits there. I can even drag my SL into profits now and secure some of my profits there and wait for it to hit TP. Or I can even, now that it has gone to that level, I can even now close my profits. But yeah, that's what we are looking for, movement to bring us to that level where we are looking to enter some buys to take us back there, and then later on sell heavily for us who love swing trades. This was a scalping trade, and I don't know if anyone took it, but I did not advise it because it was in the middle of the trend. I was just capitalizing on the move that I know it will come to the retracement level there. That's why I made an entry there. So yeah, we can now move ahead, delete this. That move has been confirmed. Now we are left with this to head over back there, or this. That's what we'll be waiting for. Now let's head over to volatility 25, V25. Yeah, heads and shoulder is confirmed. Now it's only a matter of waiting for the breakout here. Yes, and you know, I don't normally enter markets that do not retest. So if it fails to retest like this, then I have no entry for it. But if it does retest, then I will make my entries to take me all the way down below there. That will be a swing trade for me that I normally love doing. So I will wait for that. V75, like we saw, that we still have momentum for sales according to the daily time frame. It means now we have broken out of that descending triangle successfully. Now we'll be looking for a retracement for us to make an entry to continue selling it, or a retracement to go back inside, and then we make another buy entry to take us to the upper trend line. So we'll be looking for any, because this is a descending triangle and it's a bilateral pattern, meaning it can break either side. Volatility 50, V50, it has reached that OB. It's a fair value gap on daily, I believe. Yes, so we'll be looking for, there's also another fair value gap on H4. We are waiting. If it gives us that, back to that fair value gap on H4, then we'll have our entries for sales. But knowing that here it broke structure on H4, we are anticipating a return to break of structure there, and then continue buying. That's what we'll be looking at, because on daily, on CCI, we have price action to confirm that. So that's what we'll be looking for, buys there. And like I said, on M15, you could make an entry there. It will be like a scalping. When price breaks that level, it has broken it. Let's look at what would be the move. There. And of course, I had told you that your TP, it will be scalping. Your TP would be that, and clearly we are coming to it, the TP. So no go for me. I'm not entering this for now. I will wait for whatever happens on H1 or H4. Yeah, jump 25. Jump 25, we are overbought according to M15, and looking at H4, we are continuing to sell. So it means that M15 is corresponding with what we have on H4 as a continuation of sales. Yeah, but we all know that we normally sell in premium, so that is a controversial thing, that to say that we are going to sell now when we haven't reached the premium, and we have the premium all the way up there. This is the premium there, this level here, from there to here, that is a premium. So wow, so I rather have what I rather wait until I see something at least reach that level, the premium level, and then start to sell. So here I may enter my buys if price breaks this resistance level. That's how I may do it. Instead of entering sales, I may look for buys if price breaks that resistance level there. Alright, lastly is jump 10. Jump 10, like I said, I had already made my entries, but now I'm seeing some rejection. There was some rejection there before, but that candle triggered me to enter sales, and right now it is hesitant to even continue selling. So whatever happens, I have my, oh, I entered with a big lot size. Wow. Anyway, I'll see how to mitigate this. I will partially close some of this to reduce on my risk impact. Anyways, that is it for now. As it is lingering around that area, we'll wait for some more time and see. I will give it some more time and see according to H1, I believe. Really see, yeah, I'll give it some more time according to H1, and then see if it will actually continue selling. So I think that's it for today, and I wish you a happy trading. Today we have no much entries as per se, and I think before the week ends we should be having some good entries to actually give us some money. So for now, I want to wish you guys a good day and happy trading. See you tomorrow same time at 10:30. Let me wish you guys a good day. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Of course, those who are still interested in the class is still on. Those who are interested in the class for mentorship, you can always contact me, and you register and you start your class. Already we are going on with the November class. That means if you come in, you will have to use some recorded lessons. If you come in now, or you wait for another month for the registration, for the class to start, or you ask for your own separate time, that which will mean some other discussion to have with you. But otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. See you tomorrow same time.